Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. For all my TikTokers or YouTubers, please like and share, subscribe, or start to follow if you feel led to. And I do appreciate the love, of course, as always. I hope everybody's doing well on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. I hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing pretty good myself. And I'm glad to be back in front of the camera. Alrighty, so I just want to hop into this topic really quickly. It is a topic that I was led to share. Um, and I wanted to call it blind spots. So I just feel like some people have what I call blind spots. And this is a certain personality character flaw that some people may possess. And it causes them to not be their best version of themselves that they could be. It causes them to overlook other people, to act superior to other people, to undermine other people, and to make other people genuinely uncomfortable. Now, sometimes it is done purposely because, after all, they have a blind spot, and so they're not aware of how their behavior and how their attitudes, how their words or actions affect others. So it may be done purposely, or it may be completely unintentional. Yeah, a lot of times it's completely unintentional. But it's a blind spot, nevertheless. It means it's there, but they're, for whatever reason, they are missing it. They're not aware. They're not self-aware. And you have a lot of people in the world who are just not self-aware. Okay? Everybody's aware of them and what they do and how they make others feel, but they're not aware of it at all. They're just walking around, bopping along, being themselves, but they don't take accountability for their actions because it's almost like they're unable to, you know. Even when people attempt to point their actions out to them or their behaviors out to them, their words out to them, and say, hey, look, this hurt me. Hey, you said this was wrong and that was wrong or whatever. They like, what? It's like they're not even hearing you. It go in one ear and out the other. Blind spots. Yes. And I know people who have blind spots. I've had friends like that who have blind spots. I've had people who are not friends. I've had acquaintances, associates, coworkers with those same blind spots, family members, who have blind spots. And I think those hurt the worst. Your family members have those blind spots. It hurts you more because you're like, I expect you to love me. I expect you to care. I expect you to look out for me. You're my family. Like, we share the same bloodline. We may share, physical features that look alike or personality traits that are similar. I expect you to understand me, or at least make an attempt to, You're supposed to be there for me. You're supposed to protect me from pain. You're not supposed to be the source of my pain because we family, But some people, and like I say, I've experienced this myself, they really don't really care about that because they have blind spots. Yes. So those blind spots keep them from giving a crap about whether or not you're family or whether or not you're friends or whatever the case may be. They don't really care, And that goes back to trying to figure out whether these things are done intentionally or unintentionally. The fact is that it's wrong, The pain is still there, The hurt is still there, The unkind words have still been said. So, how do we try to, resolve and reconcile? Well, I'm glad you asked. So the only way that you're going to reconcile or resolve a problem with a person who has a blind spot, or how you're going to resolve or reconcile a blind spot, is Jesus Christ. So, yes, Jesus is the only way. He is always the only way. That is the only way that a blind spot can be removed, or else it's going to remain. A blind spot is demonic in nature. A lot of times, it may even be placed there by the enemy. He may place that blind spot there using your ego. You know, he'll use your ego to make you feel like you're right. That's how you get people who's self-righteous. So when somebody tell them, "Oh, you hurt me, you said this thing to me that was rude," or whatever the case may be, you know, they'd be like, "Well, I didn't. And, you took it that way. I'm sorry you feel that way." Which, by the way, if somebody say that they sorry you feel that way, maybe they ain't no real apology. I done heard that before, so that's never a real apology. Okay? But Jesus is the only way and the only one who can remove blind spots. We have to, and even going to him to remove a blind spot is going to take moving your ego out of the way, because you have to be humble enough to even ask God to check you. Because a lot of times we don't like being checked by other people. We don't like somebody to check us. We don't like somebody to tell us nothing. A lot of times people think they know everything, especially people with blind spots. They think they know everything. So they like, don't tell me nothing about me. You can't tell me bleep. Don't tell me nothing. You know? I got this. I know this and X, Y, and Z. I got so many college degrees, and I got my degrees, and I work here. I make so many thousands a year. Don't tell me nothing. You can't tell me anything. That's what they're saying in so many words, is you can't tell me nothing. So if they don't like wise counsel from people and family members, who love them, will they take wise counsel from God? That is the question. A lot of times, it's no. They're not taking wise counsel from him. That's why they have blind spots, and that's why they don't care about you. Even though y'all family. Even though y'all friends. This is why they keep hurting you, because they're hurt, and their pain is unchecked and still there, and has never been dealt with, because they refuse, and the ego is in the way. So ego is a hell of a drug. It'll make a fool at you. So, Jesus is the only person who can check a haughty ego, who can check a nuisance of a blind spot. He can get those things together for you. And will. But we have to be humble enough to come before him and ask to be checked. Yeah, you definitely have to be humble enough to say, God, I'm not perfect. Please search my heart. Please search me. Remove any unclean thing. Remove things that are in the way of me being the best version of me. Things that are in the way of you getting the glory out of my life. Please remove those things that are a stumbling block and that are causing me to hurt other people, or that are causing me to be hurt, or whatever the case may be. So you have to say the prayer. You have to do this. The prayer has to be said. You got to do it. You got to go before God, and you just got to keep it real with him. Okay? So this week, let's get these blind spots gone, please. Because we can't see. We blind. Okay, so get your blind spots gone. Talk to God. Pray it out. Talk it out. Walk it out. And let's come back better this week. Let's make it a good week, okay? All right, y'all be blessed. I will see y'all later. Bye.